MrBeast is coming to Roblox. And that's because people found a new group called MrBeast-Blocks Games, with a description saying this is the home for official MrBeast Roblox games. Now, this could just be another group, but the account that made it, MrBeast-Blocks, is friends with only one person, and that is Karl, MrBeast's friend. So, because of this group making MrBeast-themed games, I wanted to see what MrBeast games Roblox already offers. Starting with Lunchly Obby, MrBeast and KSI, which has a weird monster and a crime factory in it, and some suspicious Lunchly experiments. Starting off in the Lunchly factory, there were two things: lead and yellow 5, which honestly makes sense. And then I did the first Lunchly parkour before finding this. And after finding another guy with a beautiful avatar, the obby was going very well until he died. I even found Elon Musk inside the factory. And after making it through the first section, it was prime time, with Logan Paul saying, "Hey kid, don't you love prime? It's so yummy, and watch out for my rolling prime," which inspired me to do this, executing some of the smoothest parkour moves you will ever see. And after making it through, he said, "Did you know prime contains 834 milligrams of electrolytes?" Yeah, I did, Logan Paul. I then proceeded to do some more prime-themed parkour until Logan warned me to go back to the entrance, and I didn't listen. Because then there was a giant fence guarding a giant prime bottle, which of course I jumped into. And inside the bottle were sharks. And a guy named Dr. Prime, who was harnessing Boss Baby for some reason. After making it through another obstacle, I saw Prime's secret ingredient and drank the Prime in my inventory, which killed me, of course. I then went further inside the laboratory and saw a weird containment chamber. And after touching it, I received a weird bottle of Prime, which I drank, and this happened. I got knocked unconscious. But when I woke up, I was surprised by Dan TDM himself, saying, "It's me, Dan TDM, why did you drink that? You could have died if I hadn't saved you." So here's a shout out to Dan TDM for saving me from Lunchly and MrBeast. The next game was Survive 100 Days in Nuclear Bunker, based off of one of MrBeast's videos. It started with me and a bunch of other people spawning in a bunker, and of course I suited up and went outside into the wastes, trying to survive and find food and water. But a nuclear siren sounded, and I had to make my way back to the bunker whilst being charged to sprint. I then watched the nuclear bomb go off, and it was quite beautiful. But when it was finished, I went back to the wastelands and found some beans, Bloxy Cola, a gun, a katana, and a grenade, as well as finding some more parts I could probably use to build a car. I then started eating my beans before this happened. A zombie came, and of course, I killed him immediately. I then went into this house with a giant zombie. But I ran out of ammo, and when trying to pick up these guns, another zombie came in, and I had to run away. And I'm not quite the katana master, because I died, surviving only 6 days. I then tried again, this time with only one other person. And once again, when I went into the wastelands, I had to immediately go back because of the nuclear siren. But I did discover something new, the food supply, which I didn't see last time. And in it, I discovered you can nuke players. So naturally, I spent 50 Robux and nuked this guy, which ended me on day 2. Oh, and if you are enjoying this video so far, please do subscribe and leave a like. The next MrBeast game is Don't Leave the Circle. And of course, it started with MrBeast himself telling me that I need to win. And of course, I'll do anything for MrBeast. When it started, the only thing available were these bathrooms, because everyone had needs like going to the bathroom, eating, drinking water, and sleeping. And the first challenge in the circle was parkour. And because of all my Lunchly skills, I managed to finish it and got myself a speed coil. MrBeast then offered everyone water, which I was saving until I was thirsty. And speaking of water, a flash flood appeared, which I quickly went to the high ground for. And of course, I started beating this guy to death. But I wasn't going to give up, and I chased him around everywhere, slowly punching him until he died. And I did this until 2 a.m. in the morning. And right before dying, he ran away and went to sleep in a sleeping bag. But naturally, I just killed him in his sleep, taking the bed I murdered him in. In the morning, a frog Dark Souls boss spawned in the middle of the circle. And at this point, there was only 7 people left. And luckily, MrBeast gave us potatoes for lunch. I then tried to pass the time, doing random things. But at night, I managed to catch a watermelon before going to bed. More parkour then appeared, and of course using my Lunchly skills once more, I tried to get to the top. But at the final jump, I fell. But that didn't matter, because everyone else fell as well, and I managed to get the one and only gravity coil. It was just me and another girl left. And using some fish MrBeast gave us, I could hit her outside of the circle. And yes, she's clearly outside the circle here, but I hit her once more to finish the job. She was surely dead, right? No, she had a healing coil and managed to recover almost instantaneously. I then got a sword and stood outside the bathroom stall trying to murder her, but I took a huge hit and had to retreat. When I healed up more, I went for the attack again, but our swords disappeared, meaning I had to punch her to death. But MrBeast gave us our fish back, and the battle continued. She hit me once, sending me outside the circle, but I quickly recovered. But sadly, she hit me again, and this time I died. She had won. All because I suck at using fish, and she did have a heal coil, okay? Next is escape MrBeast dangerous traps, and I had to survive 8 traps to win. The first trap involved me breaking a chair and picking up a stick. I then used the stick to break the cage, escaping the first trap. The next trap was kind of intimidating. And of course, I dodged all the lasers perfectly until right at the end where I got hit. But that doesn't matter. I had completed the second trap. The third trap involved a giant rolling boulder with a bunch of other obstacles in the way, like moving sticks. Oh, and fireballs, of course. But it was quite easy. And the boulder was quite far behind. The next trap wasn't even a trap. I was just stuck in a ball and had to get to the end. So once I did it, boom, I completed the 4th trap. The next trap involved me memorizing codes and then repeating what the code was. After this, I could go back and pull a lever, which I did again and again and again until I could swim to the end and finish the 5th trap. The next trap was literally just choosing between Hershey's or Feastables, which is a typical MrBeast. For the 7th trap, I was put high up in the sky with a bunch of deadly obstacles, which I managed to dodge quite easily. And then I hit the button to finish the 7th trap. The final trap involved the Squid Game's cookie, starting off with a circle, which I managed to finish, letting me through to the next one. Next was a triangle, which I cracked a bit, but I did finish it. And the next one, a star, which I also finished. And then the final umbrella, which once again was quite easy. And just like that, I had finished the 8th trap, making it out alive, also receiving an extra $800,000. And now with my $1.6 million, I could buy a lifetime supply of Lunchly. Thanks for watching.